Elon Musk and Twitter are now facing class action lawsuits over the takeover deal that may or may not be on the table. Can I tell you something? Elon Musk wins here. I mean, if I'm looking at this case, he wins. Not to say that's a good or bad thing, but I mean, it's pretty clear. Here's the way I see it. Twitter goes in and they don't disclose everything. I mean, he's supposed to do due diligence. They're supposed to disclose the bots. They're supposed to disclose these huge numbers that are just fake numbers. And so whether it's right or wrong, he's got a pretty good defense here. He's got a pretty good attack on saying, I pulled out because they weren't telling me the truth. Now, there's a lot of other reasons he pulled out, and talk about those reasons.
Well, yeah, I mean, Tesla stock is absolutely just on this downward spiral, which is really bad for him.
Yeah.
And Tesla still being a public company, that board could force him out if it continues to go down, which of course happened with the whole Twitter thing. But Elon Musk, as part of this, agreement that they had actually, according to some reports, waived his due diligence. Said, I'm willing to go with as is, let's do this. And the lawsuit, which is actually filed by a good friend of ours, their law firm, very talented folks, but they're saying, the lawsuit says, what he's done by bringing all of this public, by lowering Twitter's stock price, by basically exposing, hey, it's like 20% bots out here, these aren't real people, that's going to drive money away. And by lowering the price, it helps leverage the Tesla stock drop, which is what he used to back up the loan. Yeah,
it was collateral.
So it's it's fairly complicated for people to really understand, but it's an uphill battle for sure.
The risk that Twitter has here is there's going to be a lot of exposure. He's going to say there's going to be depositions, and the depositions are going to show it's not just the bots that they were lying about. They're trying to make this look like it was bigger than it was. And I get it. He says that, I'm going to waive. He didn't waive due diligence totally. He waived some aspects of due diligence. And if you find that the company is just covering stuff up and he goes into a deal and thinks it's a deal, whether it's right or wrong, I'm not saying he's right. I'm saying it's a pretty darn good attack. And you're going to see that attack develop stronger.
Well, so, and I ask you this because you know a heck of a lot more than I do, obviously. Does it come down to what the intent was? Because obviously, because we know he tweeted out like, oh no, I just found out it's 20% bots. Well, if that was information that Twitter had and it was, corporate secrets or however they classify that, and then he tweets it out publicly, one, he didn't have to tweet it publicly.
Right.
So
that affected Twitter.
Right. So is the intent there, like, if you can prove with that tweet?
Yeah, if you say he did this to crash the Twitter stock, that's a good argument, and you certainly can use it. But here's what I'm trying to say to you. When discovery begins and they start kicking over all the rotted logs about Twitter, it's going to be a lot of pressure. You think about shares dropping, buddy. They're going to drop like an anvil out of the sky.
Well, they need to do that with all the other ones too.
Yeah.
I would love to see those numbers as well.
Some of it's just fantasy, man.